Okay. So while you're doing your money assignment, I'll just like talk quickly about what happened.
Okay.
So I had a meeting with Andres and Alex. Originally
Right.
it was supposed to be just Alex, but Alex was like 30 minutes before the meeting, he was like, "Hey, like do you wanna like is it cool if like Andres joins us?" And I'm like obviously I didn't want that because he's.
Right.
But I'm like I can't say that. So I'm like, "Yeah, it's like chill, like perfect." Um So I talked to Alex a little bit before. It was like 10 minutes and then like Andres joined the meeting. So
Okay.
that was pretty surface level, but then when Andres joined, it kind of got to like, I don't know. It's finally to the point, I think, where people are throwing out names. It's like the first name that I'm with people that I'm like not aligned with that I have heard thrown out because like obviously we've been like me and
Wait, who'd you hear thrown out?
um Alex and Andres were like saying that they want Kate this week.
They want Kate. That makes so much sense,
Yeah, which
unfortunately.
yeah. I mean it's very like I don't know, duh, like they're gonna say that. Do I believe it? I would say like 60% yes, 40% no. I
Okay.
don't know because okay, what they also said, what makes me believe it more is that both of them were telling me like we both want to work with you. Also, here's the kicker. Noah, the day, like Sunday, like after the
Yeah.
thing, made a group chat with the two of them and Matt. So the four boys, and we're like, and they were like, okay, this is the group, like we're gonna like this is the core of the tribe, you know. So like the boys alliance is very much confirmed on our tribe.
Yeah.
It didn't include me, but all the other boys are in this group chat. So, I mean, that's obviously worrisome. However, the fact that I'm aware of it now, like the fact that Alex and Andres both told me, it's like reassuring to me because it
Right.
that kind of shows me that like they're not super as into it as for sure Noah is, and I think Matt is as well. I have my meeting with
Okay.
Matt tomorrow. But I was talking to Olivia after as well, and we kind of agreed that I don't know. Andres really does want to work with like me and Olivia. Um, so we kind of want to shift the target over to Noah, which I don't know. That's what we've been kind of like talking about. We're still in between. Our reasoning is that like Alex and Andres are like duo, Matt and Noah, as we've heard, are duo. So if it's like kind of like us picking the duo. And I would say Andres and Alex are probably more like scary in the long run, but the fact that Alex wants to work with us so bad is like Matt hasn't really been doing that for me at all, you know?
Right.
Or Noah, obviously. So I at this point I think it's better to upset Matt than to upset Alex because I don't want Alex mad at me. He's also it seems that he has more of like an influence on the tribe and Alex is like safe and if Andres goes home, I feel like he would totally turn against us in a second. So
Right.
um, I think upsetting Matt would be better for my game right now. And also, Noah has like made much less of an effort to talk to me than like Andres has. And N Noah's
Right.
game. Like I know that Noah's playing the game, so he's not with me, so he's definitely against me. So I don't know. I think it's better for me right now to go for Noah, which is what I've said from the beginning. And I said that to
Yeah.
Olivia, and Olivia was like, for sure. Like she agreed. Like that's what she would want to do too. The only issue now is that Brooke and Matt have been talking like all
Okay.
from what I know. So that means that like it'll be a little bit harder, I would say, to convince Brooke to switch with us, but the fact that's me and Olivia saying it to her, it's like I feel like she doesn't really have a choice at this point. And it's
Right.
also she's not upsetting or she's not voting out Matt. She's voting out Noah, who Noah is also like Noah's been throwing her name out there, you know. Like Noah
Right.
threw out both Kate's name, but the Boys Alliance also talked about Brooke as like a potential target because Brooke wasn't at the Boba Shop meeting. Like it's like she just that's like pretty much the only reason. Like the fact that we know her and got to spend a little bit
Yeah.
less time with her, you know?
Yep. Yep.
But that's pretty much everything on my end. I think we're trying to work on shifting the target. I have my meeting with Kay and Lily set up. Hopefully they're chill with it. I think I didn't even talk to them about Andres being the target, so I'm not even gonna mention that. I'm just gonna be like, hey, we think that I'm just gonna introduce it to them. Like Noah formed a boys alliance on the first day. Like it's threatening
Right.
to us. I think we should vote him out. And I feel like it should be pretty easy. So
I mean, that's definitely good to hear that it's like getting maybe a little bit easier on your end.
yeah, hopefully. I mean, I still have a couple meetings to get through, but otherwise, yeah, I think hopefully things are smoothing out. I don't know. Honestly, I'm okay with either Andres or Noah going home because I'm
Yeah,
not too
valid.
super close to either of them, but I would just prefer Noah at this point.
Yeah.
Do you got updates with your
I'm so
side?
sorry. I'm like distracted trying to do this. It's been insane. Yeah, so so basically we had I had some great conversations with Jack and Nick today, and it was just general good, kind of everyone's saying pretty much the same things. And then I got a text from Ryder being like, "Hey, we need to call. I said something stupid." And I was like, "Awesome. Okay." Yeah, let's call. And we called, and he was like, just so you know, I was talking to Deidre, and she was pushing me really hard for a name. And I said, I'll give you, Ryder saying to Deidre, I'll give you my bottom five, which was like I was included in it. And he was like, I just wanted to talk to you and tell you, like, that was really dumb of me to say. I was just thinking about the pairings of like Jack and Sydney and, Deidre and Viola, and I just like had said that you were at the bottom, and like I apologize, you're not at the bottom. Like I don't think you're in danger of being voted out or anything. And I was like, that's so random and weird and like really not my favorite thing to hear. That it was so Ryder basically essentially chucked five names. And the things that I'm thinking about are like, Deidre didn't tell me this, so I really don't fully know where I stand with her, but also she doesn't have a full reason to fully trust me yet, and she's worked with like or like she knows Ryder better. So it's like there's that. And then also Ryder had mentioned like he put more pressure on Nick and I being a duo. And I was like, so you're threatened by duos, but not by Nick and I, and you're putting pressure on it. It seems like he's just trying to get the duos to really like come out and create chaos. And then he also, like, I talked to Jack about this because Jack and I had just met up, and I was like, you should call me when you get home. And I was like, hey, has Ryder told you anything about this? He thinks you and Sydney are really close, and like, had talked about putting me in the bottom. And he was like, yeah, Ryder put a lot of pressure on Jack and Rakesh being a duo. So I guess Jack and Rakesh just started working closely together, which I didn't know before. Um, yeah, so basically, Ryder started out by telling everybody, hey, I'm gonna take this week off. I'm not gonna do anything. Y'all bring me names, and was being very high and mighty. And then he decided that he's gonna actually stir shit up as much as feasibly possible before the weekend starts, is what it seems like. So, yeah, there's that.
Damn, okay. That's like insane. Also, he's like, "Oh, I don't want to throw it a target, but also here's five names of people that are on my bottom." What? Who
The other
says
thing
that?
The other thing is, I don't know if he's telling the truth that this actually happened in the first place. I think that he is because I confirmed that Nick got a text from Ryder. However, why would he list Rachel, who is one of the people he's supposedly working closest with, as well as Hunter, who is like also he's supposedly been talking to and making amends with. He is up to something. I don't know what it is, but he's creating all this bullshit. And I was like, you know what? It's been a long day. I want to go to bed. I don't care. I'll think about it tomorrow. But I wanted to let you know that it
Yeah.
is not getting easier. It is getting far more complicated.
Okay. That's not good to hear. I mean, what is like good about this is that it can't be just you that's like weirded the fuck out by him right now, you know?
It's not, and it's definitely pushed Nick and I closer together, which is really nice. I think, like I think for now you're really my closest ally, but like in case it gets back to you, I haven't been playing up you and I being connected at all. I've kind of like people ask how's your buddy, and it's just like general little bits and pieces. The only person I did sort of talk to was Jack because he's partnered with Kay, and he said I think Kay was excited about working with you. And I was like, okay, I've kind of heard like similar from Tyler sort of things. And then what I don't even remember where I was going. I fully lost my train.
Mhm. It's okay.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, he was the only like, one that I was really talking to, but I've definitely told, um, I've been like, no, like I'm not that close with Tyler. Just know that if that comes from my tribe, it's because I don't want them to know yet.
Yeah, no, and that's exactly where I'm at too. Like I think that's a good thing to keep going right now. Like I
Sure.
just lied to Olivia about it. I just lied to Alex
Yeah.
about it. Like we're not close. Like the I said that the only things that we've talked game about is like, oh, like how do we feel about the twist?
Hmm.
Like how are I don't know, like nothing deeper than just like surface level game conversation.
Yeah.
Olivia, we already knew this, but like Olivia is like fully not hiding that her and Deidre are like number ones. Like it's she was telling me about it. She was like, yeah, like Deidre was saying this, Deidre was saying this about this, like whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, Nothing concerning you. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was just like, I don't know. Deidre apparently is like, I don't know, telling Olivia pretty much everything that's going on, which is like good to know. I'm not like
Yeah.
super threatened by it at this point because that's exactly what we're doing. It's not like we're like
Right.
causing chaos with it, but I don't know. I think that's definitely like if something gets like cross tribe like information, I think that's those two are who to look at for sure. And I'm
Yeah.
honestly I'm assuming that there's more like this idea of having like downplaying our like relationship is definitely not like original. Like I bet there's other duos that
Yeah.
are like exactly like this, but I don't know. I feel like it's to find out who at this point is like kind of, I feel like it's not super necessary, I guess.
Yeah, and the other thing is too, like I've done a little bit more than game talk. I did talk about like the boba thing because I think every single person on your tribe told their blood bond about boba and all of that and just like where people were sitting. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. This like completely got me fucked up. Like Ryder, I had this whole like everything seemed like it was falling into place, and then Ryder had to go and shake this shit up, and I was like, dude.
Boy, yeah. That's really annoying. I feel like he probably was like honestly thinking things are going too smoothly because everything I know about him is like rat. Like, bro, come on. Like
Yeah.
I feel like he thinks that things are going too smooth, so he wants to shake things up, honestly, which honestly, I don't even think it puts him in that bad of a spot. It's gonna make him less liked by everyone, but it's like, I don't know. He's because next week, obviously, if he's like not safe, it's gonna be tough, but I feel like people
Yeah.
aren't gonna vote for him. I feel like he's gonna be able to weasel his way out. So just like, I don't know. I would keep an eye on that guy. Like I know you're already going to,
Yeah.
but like, geez.
Yeah, no, and the other thing too is like it's not even the fact that he's stirring things up, it's the way he's doing it because he's kind of doing it from a high and mighty position in my opinion and in the opinion of a couple other people I talked to. It just feels very like I have immunity, I can do what I want. I'm gonna watch you guys suffer instead of like I'm gonna stir this up for some fun.
Yeah.
Kind of like is kind of what I'm getting. And like that's obviously very dramatic, but like to demonstrate how it feels like I don't
Mhm.
know, it's kind of icky and I think I talked to Deidre about this and I was like, I don't know, I don't know, it just feels weird. Um, yeah, definitely weird. And I have heard a lot of frustration towards Hunter because he is not scheduling anybody's like meetings well. He's like basically dodged me, dodged Deidre. And not on purpose either. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the gym. Or like he talked to Nick while he was eating dinner before going to the gym. And I was like, this is all so strange. So I feel like he's putting himself in a bad position, just to throw that out there. Um, but other than that, I don't think that much happened.
Yeah. Also, I've just been kind of thinking about this. Like, I know we briefly talked about it before, but like, do you think it's better for us right now to like vote out like we'll see how it falls in the end. Like it's probably not gonna have that much of an impact on where the votes go, but like, do you think it'd be better for us to separate two blood bonds or get out one blood bond?
Uh, to be honest, the Republic. Oh, I skipped a whole line. I'm trying to I chose Brazilian, it's called the Brazilian real, Brazilian currency. It's really pretty.
Right.
Um, I think that this point with the position I'm in, with Ryder throwing me out at the bottom, I've lost a little bit of control in terms of who's going out.
Hmm.
But if it's possible that Hunter's name is thrown, I think that that would be better because if you guys were going towards Noah, who's Rachel's buddy, right? And we ended up going towards Hunter, Andres would be weaker, who I know is like a big person on your tribe, and then Rachel would be weaker, who I think is also a power on my tribe.
Hmm.
So, like honestly, if it worked out that way, I would be happy because we're weakening like a heavy person on your tribe, a heavy person on my tribe,
Yeah.
which would
I
be helpful.
fully agree with that because yeah, I think like both of those two people, like Andres and Rachel, are both like big names, I feel like right now, which weakening them is just like, I don't know. I think that'd be good for us right now too.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. I think I like that too.
yeah,
I'm the only thing I'm worried about with that is that like that will somehow lower their threat level, you know? Like
yeah.
if getting out a blood buddy, like do you think people will like view that as like okay, their threat is gone down a little bit or like
Um,
I don't know.
I mean, I think it'll mean their threat has gone down a little bit and it'll force them to scramble a little bit more, which makes them, to be honest, the way I would think about it is that they would scramble a little more, which makes them a little bit less threatening, which would be good because it also, like, that offers more maneuverability in terms of, like, this person isn't as big of a threat anymore. I don't need to solely focus on them. I can focus on potentially getting somebody else out first or getting them out while they're down even. And then, like, you can move through the steps in more ways, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get it. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I just want to hear your thoughts on the questions because I feel like I haven't really thought about the blood bonds twist in terms of like when people
Yeah.
do get eliminated because
Hmm.
I feel like I don't know. I just want to I want to like ask people as well in my tribe like how they're feeling about that as well because I
Right.
don't know. I don't want to like get out someone who's or like I don't want like your guys' team to like if they get out someone that like their blood bond is a big threat on my team, then like I don't want our team to be like, oh, like okay, yeah, their blood bond is out, so like we don't have to worry as much about them. Like that's like I don't
Yeah,
know.
that makes sense. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people aren't putting a lot of stress on the blood bonds at all, which like valid. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like at this point it's gonna kind of like blood bond wise and who's going out, it's gonna kind of end up getting out of our hands, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, which is okay as of right now, I feel like as long as
Yeah.
it like we are in the loop on who goes home, I think it's fine.
As long as we stay in majority, I think my only fear right now is like knowing that I'm at the bottom and knowing that this has potentially been spread, it's getting pushed out a little bit. But I don't see that happening. The only other fear that I would have is Nick getting pushed out because it really does sound like he was very heavily like, I'm really, 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 really wanting to work with you. And I was like, yes, but also like I want an ally who's still connected and working with other people. And it sort of feels like I'm a lifeline in a way. That's
Yeah.
kind of like it's kind of weird. Are you recording, by the way? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I was like, um,
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree
I
with
don't
that
know.
too. That's kind of how I feel about Kay a little bit. I haven't
Yeah,
really gotten the chance to talk to her that much, but we have like I think we're like set, me and her, because like we literally we talk a good amount, but we don't talk about the game. Like we literally just talk about like our interests and stuff. So like I think
yeah,
I'm like genuinely friends with Kay, and I think that means that we are like locked, but I don't know. I just don't know how connected she is with the rest of the tribe because I've heard from um now Alex, Andres, Olivia and Brooke, all four of them, which seem like all very connected people in our tribe, haven't really talked to Kay that much, which like worries me.
okay, okay,
But I don't know. They all like don't have anything against her and like say that they would like to work with her, but I don't know. I'm chill with that. Being like the bigger threat in a duo is like it's dangerous, but it's also like you have more say in what your duo does, which is
yeah,
nice. But I don't know. As long as the duo is not like exposed, like I don't want people to know that me and Kate are like, or no, Kay. Jesus, Kay. Sorry,
yeah,
not Kate. Um, love her, but like, yeah, I don't want people to know that like me and Kay are like working closely together because that I feel like would just be bad for me specifically. Like, I don't know.
yeah. No,
So
that
yeah,
makes sense.
I've been downplaying that relationship too, honestly.
That's
Um,
valid.
but yeah, okay, fire. I think I'm gonna be getting to bed soon, but is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so. I definitely do want to have another conversation with you before the week is over and everything.
Mhm.
We could potentially meet up in person even,
Mhm.
but um, yeah, no, nothing else. I'm just really excited. Not excited, maybe a little apprehensive to see how it plays out with all the stuff that Ryder said and with Deidre and meeting Rachel and Hunter and everything.
Yeah. I mean, as I've heard from Olivia, Deidre still is like wanting to work with you, but it is worrying that she
I
didn't tell
believe
you
it.
that. Like,
Yeah. Also, she doesn't have a reason to though because she doesn't know me that well. That's really the only thing that I'm like I get it kind of, unfortunately.
mm, yeah. Okay.
But like I feel like with more time and more trust, we could end up working together.
Yeah. I hope so, because that would be good because me and Olivia are like pretty pretty connected at this point.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. For sure. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go rip through this homework assignment real quick if you don't have anything else
Perfect. Yeah.
really to
Okay.
talk about.
I believe in you, bro. I hope you do well on your assignment.
It's just so stupid. It's literally just like find a currency and explain it.
Bro, stupid class. Like